to step in and play the part of the old man when he's dragging him into the room and drops him into the tub. So I figured I'd do my directorial duties and take off the old shoes, and so those were my feet that you actually see up there. They've been cleaned since then. And then also, okay, this is where Chris was going. So the way we had to set this up, okay, so the tub that I get dropped into was not real. That was just a still picture image, not even there anywhere. What we did was we had some apple boxes and we draped another green screen on top of it so that we had something for him to actually drop over so I could use for the tub. And Sebastian, my main actor, said that he could support my weight, and I believed him. So we wrapped me up in the sheets, you know, tried to cover everywhere so, you know, it looks like I was really the old man. And we did 2 takes. So I was wrapped in the sheets, and I didn't want anything to be shown up here, so they wrapped me pretty tight, and I was basically like a mummy like this. And he picked me up, and I'm gonna step. Is that okay with you guys? So he picks me up and drops me down, you know, right over the thing. Everything was fine. I got, you know, maybe it hit my elbow a little bit. It wasn't that bad, but I figured let's do another take. You know, let's do, because I didn't get to see it, and I was like, well, let's do another take just in case. So this time Sebastian's sitting there with his back. He's like this because it obviously could not support my weight. So we thought we would get a hand in to help support my weight, Glenn Bain. And so I told Glenn, hold my shoulders like this so Sebastian can, you know, cuddle my feet like this and drop me in the thing. He said, sure, no problem, I got you. And so we go, and I'm like, all right, guys, get ready to shoot. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Captain Midnight over here. Jerk. And so Sebastian picks me up. I'm all like this because he did not support my weight. He was, Glenn, can you stand up for a second, please? He basically was holding me like this with one hand on my head. So Sebastian came over. He was trying to walk, because he had to walk a good distance to get over. And he drops me prematurely right on top of the apple boxes. They all came tumbling down. I got a big old bruise on my elbow. It hurt. Glenn was sitting there laughing maniacally. My head missed the padding. I hit the concrete. It was great. It was a good time. So thank you, Chris, for that little setup.
Okay. Anybody else? There's one question.
On Captain Midnight, what were the particular sources that you had available?
As far as the sources that I drew on for the movie,
Yes.
Captain Midnight is well, it's pretty heavily Indiana Jones influenced, obviously, but it really came from, Captain Midnight was a comic book and serial character from the 30s and 40s. So, you know, we obviously went back and drew reference from the, you know, obviously right from the panels.
Specifically of those materials.
Oh, the
Because
costumes.
obviously never listened to Captain Midnight in the 30s and in the 40s. So what materials did you have? Comic books?
Yeah, I would say comic books, and there's a great website called OTR.com, which is Old Time Radio.
Okay.
So you can go back and reference the entire Captain Midnight Library radio show. And I did 2 full episodes, which would have been 6 weeks worth of radio programming, I would say.
And that Joe Stone kicked in.
And yeah, Joe Stone, great prop guy out here, kicked back some of the, helped us out through Ralph, got us that, helped us out with a lot of the props and costumes, 90% of the props and costumes. The only costume that didn't come from Joe was what I wore, which I own that. You know. But, you know, Joe really helped us out.
So all the gunshots were...
Gunshots and recoil. I want to tell the audience that it was done live, but I'm not that reckless. So Ryan did the digital gun muzzle flare, and of interest, the gunshot and the coffin maker was also done by Ryan.
Yeah, I was pretty impressed with that stuff.
Also, another thing that was a concern for us was we really wanted to have a good location for this movie, and you know, Ralph motivated us. He said, you know, boys, just, you know, make some phone calls. You got to put the effort. You got to do it. We were nervous, you know. We're like, oh, you know, what's a good place to call? So we originally called Fantasy Flight, but they denied us. And we were just finishing the script, and we're like, oh, we need a location. And so, you know, and luckily, I found this area near Kissimmee. It was a Warbird Museum, and I called them, and I was so nervous, and you know, I was like, oh, you know. I talked to the owner of the airfield, and I asked him, hey, you know, we're a bunch of filmmakers. Would it be a good idea if we can shoot on your airfield? And out of a stroke of luck, we caught him on a good day, and he willingly said, yeah, that's fine, come over, sure, yeah, no problem. He was so open arms with us, and we came there, and he was very nice to us, and you know, and he let us shoot on his beautiful airfield, and we got great shots of planes, and you know, we were so fortunate to collaborate and get an end product as big as we did, you know, because in the end, it really mattered on the location, and we were so thankful for that.
And the fight scenes, I like the fight scenes.
Oh yes, the fight scenes were great.
Another fight scene or two.
Now those effects are easy to come by. Back in the old days, we'd have to go, you know, find some old Clint Eastwood movie, but always the punches are tied into music and stuff, so you can't really just rip off the punches. But now we've got all the libraries and stuff. Anybody else? Questions? Oh, one more right here.
Because there was a whole legal struggle in the 50s where Captain was actually owned by Ovaltine, which they had the actual performing rights, and if you follow this, Captain Midnight's biggest thing was promoting Ovaltine in early TV days. But they had since lost the rights, so now from about the 60s on, it's in this state of limbo where nobody really has full rights. I know there's a few like comic book type companies who have like print rights, but I'm pretty sure, and the last time I checked, and this really looks bad, but they are still up in the air to be had. So it's because of that debacle with Ovaltine and the original owners of the character himself. Oh man, it was Will. It was two guys did it as a team thing, and I don't have the answer to that.
I forgot my badge.
Yeah, it is in the credit. It is in the credit. I don't have the. I don't think I have. I don't have it on me, but no, I don't know off the top of my head. Yeah, exactly.
Now that he's mentioned Ovaltine, I might say with great pride, I still have an original Captain Midnight secret decoder.
Oh, so
I've been had. I've been had. Well, the encoded message after the credits is meant to be decoded by that decoder ring. It's kind of a tossback, so we did give mention to that, and I have been on the eBay hunt for one of those bad boys for quite some time, but it's a white whale.
Drink more Ovaltine?
How did you know that? That isn't possible.
He has the ring.
You have the ring.
Coded from the back room.
He has the ring. It's the only explanation.
Christmas story. That's how he talks.
Unbelievable.
All right, anybody else? Oh, get the sisters. Oh, we got it working.
I did a few times. Mario, the big guy, caught me a little. There's a quick shot in there when I actually dived for the knife. One take, I just did it on the raw linoleum and shredded up my elbow to pieces, so I was bleeding profusely on that one. Otherwise, the sound of the glove hitting my face in the interrogation scene is an actual sound effect from Mario actually hauled off and hit me for real one time as hard as he could. And that's about as surprising you can get. So I got beat up the most. I don't think anybody else heard that, but I got it sprained in. Chris fell down in the opening credits. It was 3 or 4 times. But minor injuries wasn't too bad. Bumps and bruises, sprained ankles, that kind of thing.